I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Welcome to Derwent Water, the gem of the Lake District National Park. Tucked in the heart of the Cumbrian Mountains, Derwent Water was formed long ago during the last ice age, when giant ice sheets covered much of the land. As the climate warmed, these ice sheets began to melt, slowly carving out the valleys and filling them with water. Over thousands of years, nature continued to shape this landscape. Rainwater flowed down from the hills, carrying small rocks and soil. This formed the lake's shores and made them rich and green. Today, Derwent Water is a peaceful place, home to a diverse ecosystem and a hot spot for hikers and daydreamers. The 18th century marked the beginning of tourism in the Lake District, spurred by the picturesque movement that celebrated natural beauty, as well as the lake poets who played a crucial role in making it popular. In today's episode, I'm going for a small walk up the fell called the CatBells. This is positioned west of the Derwent Water Lake, and I'm actually approaching it from the south side, from the swampy area where the hotel actually is. It's not an incredibly technical hill to hike, however, I am a bit out of shape, so I struggled a little bit. Nevertheless, the path is well maintained. It follows a course around the bank of the lake and it goes through the woods. And once it reaches the fell, I've also had the pleasure of watching the Royal Air Force doing their training exercises. I really did not expect to see fighter jets going through the valleys, just the way we've seen them in Top Gun, Maverick, so that was pretty cool. Again, even though I got a new phone with a lot more zoom, I still couldn't get the shots that I really hoped for. It just shows that you try to make any sort of video content using phones and GoPros, you will struggle. To the viewpoint at the top of the CatBells. It's probably the most photographed scene in the whole of the Lake District. The picture at the top of CatBells looking north towards Skiddaw with the drop down of Derwent Water. And then there's Keswick, the town of Keswick, right in the background. Again, a very picturesque town, very full of tourists, and I'm not sure how expensive it is because I didn't even dare to go and look. It is indeed probably the highest attraction of the Lake District, even if you can't stay in the Lake District because it's incredibly expensive. It's definitely worth parking at one of the National Trust car parks, and then you can follow a path and visit Derwent Water because it's definitely the most scenic of them. One bit I did not manage to catch this year was to get a trip on the boat shuttles that go around the lake. There's a shuttle service similar to a bus service that just goes around in both directions, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and stops at various routes on the shores of the lake. Last year I've managed to do it. This year I was late, and actually right at the end of the video when you see the photo of the boat leaving the ramp, that was actually the last boat which I had managed to miss. So I had to walk back, which was something I did not plan for, and made the trip a little bit longer than I expected, just walking through the forest. So I will place a JTR video with the whole trail. And yeah, if you want to see the CatBells in more details and hear me being out of breath, you can then watch that entire video. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will eventually see you next time.